Jason and the Argonauts. Stop-motion animation explained. Ray Harryhausen's work in stop-motion animation in the film Jason and the Argonauts was both pioneering and revolutionary. His technique, often referred to as dynamation, allowed for the seamless integration of live-action footage with stop-motion models, creating unique moments in film history. Harryhausen's stop-motion involved painstakingly manipulating models, frame by frame, to simulate movement. He would shoot a frame of film, then move the model slightly, and shoot another frame. This process was repeated hundreds of times to create sequences of fluid motion. The level of sophistication in Ray Harryhausen's stop-motion work was unparalleled. The precision and fluidity with which the animated figures moved were far beyond what had been seen in earlier films. The skeleton fight scene. Perhaps the most famous scene in Jason and the Argonauts is the skeleton fight. In this scene, Jason and his men battle 7 skeletons. The complexity here is astounding, as each skeleton was animated individually and had to be coordinated with the live actors' movements. This sequence alone took about 4 months to complete, showcasing Harryhausen's dedication and precision to his craft. Talos, the bronze giant. Another memorable scene is the encounter with Talos. When the Argonauts steal the treasure from Talos, the giant bronze statue comes to life, towering over the men. The sheer scale between Talos and the human characters, combined with the fluidity of the giant's movements, was a significant achievement in stop-motion animation. Harryhausen animated the giant statue frame by frame to create the illusion of movement. The scale difference between Talos and the human characters was also a significant challenge. To make the interaction between Talos and the actors believable, Harryhausen meticulously matched the statue's movements with the live-action footage, Hydra, and the Golden Fleece. The Hydra guarding the Golden Fleece presented another remarkable use of stop-motion. The creature had multiple heads, each animated to have its own distinct movement, adding to the complexity of the scene and the realism of the creature. The heads and tails had to be carefully synchronized to create a fluid, lifelike motion. The fight scene required precise timing, especially in sequences where Jason interacts directly with the creature, such as swiping or stabbing at him. Harpies in the film. The harpies, which torment the blind prophet Phineas, were brought to life through Harryhausen's stop-motion. The way these creatures moved and interacted with the live-action environment showcased the potential of stop-motion to create fantastical, yet believable creatures. Animating the harpies involved creating believable winged flight, which was complex due to the need for natural-looking wing flaps and body movement. The interaction with Phineas and the harpies was achieved through careful editing and matching the animation with the live actors' movements. The clashing rocks. The Argonauts navigate their ship through the clashing rocks, a perilous passage. In this scene, the challenge was in animating massive rock formations. The rocks had to appear imposing and move with a sense of weight and gravity. The Argonauts' ship was also a model integrated into the scene, requiring careful coordination to ensure it moved realistically through the treacherous passage. Interactions with live actors. One of Harryhausen's significant achievements in Jason and the Argonauts was the convincing interaction between the stop-motion creatures and the live actors. This required careful planning and choreography, as well as innovative camera techniques. Actors had to rehearse extensively to synchronize their movements with the pre-planned actions of the stop-motion models. This was particularly crucial in scenes like the skeleton fight. Each movement of the actors and the models had to be precisely timed and executed to ensure a believable interaction between the two. Harryhausen and the director used detailed storyboards to plan out each scene meticulously. This helped them visualize how the live-action and animated elements would come together in the final film. Influence on future animation. Harryhausen's techniques showed that stop-motion could be used effectively to create realistic and engaging special effects, setting a high standard for future fantasy and adventure films. Harryhausen's work inspired a generation of filmmakers and animators, including the likes of Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Peter Jackson, and Tim Burton. These directors have cited Jason and the Argonauts as a key influence in their careers.